Friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am highly thankful to all of you for giving such an overwhelming response to my channel. Today I have come out with the RBI guidelines which have been issued recently with respect to the digital lending platforms. Now at this stage we have to understand that what are these digital lending platforms. You may be aware that the banks and NBFCs have enhanced their outreach and extending loans even in remote areas. These digital lending platforms are very helpful in that activity. So these digital lending platforms are the intermediaries which the banks and NBFCs have appointed as their agents. But when a customer is coming in contact with these digital lending platforms, most of the time they do not disclose the name of the actual lender to these borrowers, which is not proper. Secondly, the digital lending platforms, because they are acting as an agent of the banks or NBFCs, do not have a proper grievance redressal mechanism for addressing the complaints of the borrowers. And the digital lending platforms are not at all regulated by RBI, whereas the banks and NBFCs are regulated by RBI, and these entities have proper grievance redressal mechanism in place. Otherwise, RBI cannot allow them to function without having a proper grievance redressal mechanism. But digital lending platforms are the intermediaries, they are not the actual lenders, and when they do not disclose the name of the actual lender to the borrowers, the borrower doesn't know who the actual lender is, and the lender doesn't know who is the borrower, because they do not come in direct contact with the banks and the NBFCs. These days, our young generation is very frequently and quite often accessing these digital lending platforms because they are tech savvy and they find it convenient to use these platforms for getting loans. But not knowing the actual lender is risky, and the borrowers may be harassed and exploited by the digital lending platforms because they are not regulated by RBI. So in order to address this issue and in order to protect the prospective borrowers of these banks and NBFCs which have outsourced the lending activity to the digital lending platforms, the RBI has come out with the latest guidelines in this regard. Now we have to understand what are these guidelines. If we are aware of those guidelines, we cannot be exploited and harassed by these platforms. So let me explain to you what are these guidelines. These guidelines are as follows. 1. The banks and NBFCs have to very prominently display the name of their agents on their website. 2. the banks and NBFCs have to direct their agents, that is digital lending platforms, to disclose the name of the bank or the NBFC, as the case may be, upfront to the customers. 3. Immediately after the sanction and before the execution of loan documents, a sanction letter has to be issued to the borrower on the letterhead of the bank or the NBFC, so that the borrower knows who is my actual lender. 4. A copy of the loan agreement and a copy of each of all enclosures quoted in the loan agreement have to be provided to the borrowers. 5. An effective oversight and monitoring has to be ensured of these digital lending platforms by the banks and the NBFCs. 6. Adequate efforts have to be made by the banks and NBFCs to create a proper awareness focusing on the grievance redressal mechanism, so that the complaints of the customers, particularly of this type of borrowers, can be addressed in a proper manner. I hope this information may prove to be very useful to all of you, particularly the young ones, young generation, to all of us, the bankers. And I will urge upon you to like and share this information with your friends. And in the end, I would appeal to you that please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.